car for the day or perhaps for the weekend. Well, you can do this. You can hire Ferraris, for example, at £500 a day or £1,500 for a 4-day long weekend. And there is a firm based in Chester called Northern Ferrari Hire that does just that. It's seeing such an increase in demand for its services that it's recently invested in 2 new supercars to add to its fleet. It's bought itself an Aston Martin DB9 and spent about £100,000 on it, and a similar sum on a Ferrari F430 Spider. You see, I'm getting into the jargon here. I know my Ferraris from my Lamborghinis. And last week I met with the owner, Billy Jack, who took me out for a spin in one of his Ferraris and told me about the logic behind his business plan.
Yeah, well, we bought an Aston Martin DB9 near the end of last year, and at the moment we're looking at buying another 430 Spider, Ferrari 430 Spider, to add to the fleet as well.
And how does it work? People hire the cars by the day or by the weekend?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, anything from 4 hours, during the day midweek to 24 hours midweek, couple of days midweek. But the most popular is definitely the weekend hire, where they can hire it from a Friday to a Monday, and then they can go away and, please themselves over the weekend, maybe go to a nice hotel, and just treat themselves, and live the high life, in a supercar.
So how many cars you got in all? And what sort of cars are they again?
Well, by far the most popular are the Ferraris and Aston Martins, and those are the ones that we've got in Chester, and these are the ones that we tend to be, pushing to do the best deals with in the Liverpool area, because we've got them locally. The other cars we have to bring in from a bit further afield, some as far as Scotland. We can bring cars down from there. But, as I say, the Ferraris and the Aston Martins, especially the 360 Spider and the Aston Martin DB9, they're so popular. We're struggling to keep up with demand in this area. They're definitely the ones that we go for best.
So they're definitely a popular treat for people. But what would you have to pay to hire this Ferrari 360 Spider that we're in at the moment?
Well, again, for a day, it depends when the minimum period, if you're looking for it for a day, it's about £500 all-inclusive per day. For a long weekend, Friday to Monday, you're looking at about £1,500, again, all-inclusive, which, okay, it sounds a lot of money, but compared to actual, buying the cars, it's a small price to pay, and you're in effect taking short-term ownership of these supercars.
Absolutely, and let's just feel a tiny bit of acceleration here if we can. Let that car in front go a bit. Oh no, he's slowing up. Go on, what's that, a Fiesta, is it?
It's a Nova, I think.
Get out of the way, Vauxhall, no, whoa! So the engine works then?
It works, yeah, it works very well in the Ferraris, yes.
And we're driving along here down Sefton Street on by Riverside Drive and by the Mersey, and the roof is down, and you can definitely feel the wind as it sort of brushes across my hair. Very, very, very exciting. But from a business point of view, I mean, here we are in the thick of a recession. Is there any sign that people are becoming a bit more sort of frugal with their spending habits?
Well, maybe slightly. I mean, people they're prepared to spend the money. Remember, what we're offering is it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It's a special occasion. So people are still having birthdays and anniversaries. Obviously now they've just been a bit more careful as to whether they should spend the money and when they should spend it. But for most of our customers, it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. So the recession doesn't really come into it. If they're having a 30th birthday or a 40th birthday or a 50th, they don't want to be in 10 years' time look back and go, oh, I wish I'd taken that chance to drive a Ferrari or an Aston Martin. They tend to make that special effort for the special occasions, for a once-in-a-lifetime event. And
any ever get bumped?
Get bumped, sorry.
Yeah.
But no, we've had one 3 years ago in 2006. We had an accident in one of the Ferraris, but it wasn't actually while it was on hire. It was the hirer had got his jacket stolen with the keys in the pocket, and then someone had stolen his jacket, stolen the keys, and actually, in effect, stolen a car and drove it the wrong way up a dual carriageway. That a complete one-off. Apart from that, we get the occasional curbed alloy. It costs £100 to repair. We trust our customers. They trust us, and they look after the cars. It's as simple as that, and it works really well.
And you say, people get them, hire it for the weekend as presents, birthday presents. What, family club together, perhaps, to afford the 1,500 quid?
Absolutely, that's very, very typical. And they'll even book it, a couple of years in advance. They'll pay it up, over a year or two. The family will all club together. Different members of the family will phone us at different times to pay a part of it. And then come the day, it's still a total surprise to the recipient. We'll turn up with the Ferrari or the Aston on a trailer for them, hand them the keys. I mean, we've grown men in tears and women in tears constantly. It was not an unusual occurrence. And the majority of the hires we do are surprises for the recipient. It's brilliant. That's what makes our business worthwhile. I love that part of it.
I have to say, when you pulled up at the office with this, it certainly attracted a fair amount of attention from the security staff and what have you. Do you find that when do you find that as a sort of constant reaction people have to the cars you hire out?
Absolutely. I mean, you cannot escape. One of the things is you cannot escape attention when you're in these cars. But what is really interesting, our customers tell us that when they bring the cars back, not only have they all the excitement they've had with driving the car, it's the way they felt. It's the whole lifestyle thing, which they never even realised until they actually, hired the car and did it. The way people treat them, they turn up at hotels, the doors open for you, people offer to park the cars for you, various things. It's just they just feel like a star for the whole weekend. It's a lovely thing, and I wasn't even aware of that until we actually started doing this job and our customers started telling us that. Maybe people are expecting a big tip to go with the car, but from a business perspective, you invest well. You tell me, this car was what is the list price of a Ferrari 360 Spider? Well, when this was new, it was 145,000 with this spec on it. And obviously, it's not. You don't go out. You don't spend £145,000, try and hire it out, and then try and recoup your money. It's like any business. It's all about money in versus money out. And our business plan was based on spending X amount on cars, X amount on insurance, and all the other aspects of running the business. And then we knew what we then had to achieve and money back in to cover all those costs and cater for our customers. So, how often do you need to hire out this car to make this pay back for you? On average, over a 12-month period, it needs to be out at least 2 weekends per month and at least 3 days a week, so 3 24-hour periods per month during any given month. And if you can average that out over 12 months, then you will do better than break even, and you can then be in a profitable business. But obviously, as we've grown, we're hiring out more regularly than that. We're buying more cars and we're growing the business. That was Billy Jack of Northern Ferrari Hire, the supercar hire firm in Chester, talking to me a bit earlier in the week. And I said what fun that was.